Welcome back to another deep dive. Today, we are stepping directly into the spotlight.
We are indeed.
And I don't just mean, we're auditioning for a community theater production of Hamilton, although, honestly, the drama levels we're about to discuss might actually be higher.
Oh, significantly higher,
Yeah.
and with much more lasting consequences if you fluff your lines.
That's a great way to put it. We are talking about the high-stakes, sweat-inducing, adrenaline-pumping world of the media interview.
Right.
And before you, our listener, tune out thinking, well, I'm not the CEO of a Fortune 500 company or, I'm not a politician trying to explain a scandal, let me stop you right there.
Please do.
Because looking at the stack of research we have today, and it is a very deep, very comprehensive stack, that view just feels incredibly outdated.
It really is. It's a relic of a different time. We are living in a digital age where everyone is essentially a potential spokesperson.
Everyone.
The barrier to entry for broadcasting has completely, totally collapsed.
Right. It used to be that you needed a satellite truck and a whole camera crew to be on air.
Uh-huh.
Now, you have a full-blown studio in your pocket.
Exactly. I mean, think about it. A single clip, a single soundbite, can go viral globally in minutes. It's not just about sitting on a beige couch on a morning show anymore.
Not at all.
It's about Zoom calls, it's podcasts, industry panels, or even just a recorded statement you put up on LinkedIn. You are constantly, whether you realize it or not, broadcasting.
So the mission for this deep dive is, I think, pretty clear. We are going to dissect the art of media training.
From the ground up.
We want to take you from that feeling of winging it, which, let's be honest, usually results in a lot of sweating and stammering and post-interview regret.
Oh, the regret is the worst part. Lying awake at 3 a.m. thinking of what you should have said.
Exactly that. We want to move from that to owning the room.
Whether that room is a broadcast studio in New York, a radio booth, or a webcam in your messy spare bedroom.
And to do that, we have pulled together some incredible expert guides. We've got insights from Oak Media, who specialize in the visual side of things, fashion, presentation, the physics of the camera.
Which is a real thing people don't think about.
We have strategy and crisis management wisdom from IPRX and Salient PR. We've got structural advice from the Throughline Group on how to actually build a message that sticks. And we even have specific verbal tactics from the AAMP. It's a whole arsenal.
It is. It's a comprehensive toolkit. It's basically everything you need to survive when that little red light goes on.
It really is. But before we get into the how, I want to start with the why. Because there was this one line in the research that really just stopped me in my tracks.
Yeah.
It said, audiences are distracted, skepticism is high, and second chances are rare.
Oh, wow.
That is a terrifying combination, isn't it?
It's the reality of the modern attention economy. And that's really the hook here. Why do you need training? It's not just about looking pretty or sounding smart.
It's deeper than that.
It's about control.
Control? Okay, that sounds a bit Machiavellian.
It's not about manipulation. It's about agency. See, without training, the media controls the narrative.
Right.
The reporter decides what the headline is. The editor decides which 7-second clip is going to define you.
And it's probably not going to be the most flattering one.
Almost never. But with training, you shift that dynamic. You control the message. You transition from being a passive participant, someone who things happen to being an active media ambassador.
I love that term, media ambassador. It sounds so diplomatic, yet so powerful.
It is powerful. It means you aren't just there answering questions. You're there delivering a message that serves your purpose.
You're not a victim of the interview.
You're the co-author of it.
Okay, let's unpack this. If we're going to become these media ambassadors, we need a strategy. We can't just walk in there and, hope for the best.
Oh.
And this brings us to our first major segment, the strategy before the camera.
Right. Preparation is everything. I mean it. If you wait until the camera's rolling to figure out what you want to say, you've already lost.
It's over.
It's over.
And interestingly, one of our sources, Improvato, introduces a framework that I think is really clever. They call it the 5 M's of media planning.
Right, which is usually for ad buying.
Exactly. It's for deciding where to spend your marketing budget.
Yeah.
But it applies so perfectly here.
It really does. It's fascinating how perfectly it overlays with interview preparation. It gives you a checklist so you aren't missing the big picture.
Which is so easy to do.
It is, because usually people obsess over one thing. What if they ask me about the lawsuit? Or does my hair look okay? And they forget the structural elements of why they are even there in the first place.
So let's walk through these 5 M's in detail. The first one is mission.
Mission is the why. Why are you doing this interview?
And you'd be surprised how many people can't answer that.
They really can't. They just say yes because they were asked. It's a purely reactive decision.
Right. Oh, the local news wants to talk to me. I guess I should go. It's driven by vanity, mostly.
Oh.
Or just a fear of saying no.
Exactly. But salient PR really emphasizes that you need to know your specific intent. Are you there to inform,
Okay.
to promote, to defend, or to inspire? Those are 4 very different missions.
And they require completely different psychological approaches. Right?
Completely. Can I give you an example?
Please, let's make it concrete.
Sure. Let's say you're a tech CEO. If your mission is to promote a new product launch, say a new smartphone, your energy needs to be high. It needs to be infectious, excited.
You're selling the future.
You're selling the future. You need to be smiling, using expansive gestures, speaking with a bit of pace.
Okay, so that's the promotion mission. What if the mission is defense?
Let's say you're that same CEO, but now you're on TV to defend the company after a massive data breach where millions of passwords were stolen.
Oh, okay, so high energy would look psychotic there.
Exactly. If you're smiling and bouncing around while talking of lost customer data, you look like a sociopath. You look completely disconnected from reality.
So your demeanor has to change completely.
Your demeanor needs to be grave, serious, empathetic, controlled. The mission dictates the performance. If you don't define the mission, you will default to your resting personality, which might be the completely wrong fit for the moment.
That makes so much sense. It's like acting. You have to know the scene before you walk on stage.
Precisely.
So mission is the goal. The second M is money. Now, for an interview, we aren't necessarily buying ad space, so how is this relevant?
It's less relevant in the sense of spending cash, but think of it in terms of resource allocation.
Okay.
How much time, effort, and social capital are we investing in this opportunity?
Is this a big deal or a small one?
Exactly. Is this a high-value opportunity worth flying to New York for, getting a hotel, and spending 2 days prepping with a team? Or is this a 15-minute Zoom call with the trade blog that gets maybe 500 views?
So it's a cost-benefit analysis of your own time and energy.
Precisely. You have limited bandwidth. Don't spend $10,000 worth of your time or your company's money on a $50 interview.
And on the flip side, don't under-prepare for the $1 million interview.
You have to match the resources to the opportunity. It's just smart business.
Okay. Then we have message,
This is the creative content. This is the core of it all. What are we actually saying?
the substance.
Yes. And we'll dive deep into crafting this later in the show. But in the planning phase, you need to know what your headline is. If the newspaper runs a story tomorrow, what do you want the title of that story to be?
I love that. Work backward from the headline.
Exactly. If you can't write the headline you want, you are not ready to do the interview.
Simple as that. The fourth M is media.
Which channel are we on? Is this TV? Is it print? Is it a social media live stream? Because a strategy for a 15-second TikTok clip is completely different from a strategy for a 60-minute deep dive podcast like this one.
I imagine on TikTok you have about half a second to grab someone's attention.
You do. It has to be all hook.
Whereas here, we can afford to breathe a little.
Right. On a podcast, you can tell stories, you can be nuanced, you can explore the gray areas. On live TV news, you typically have about 3 minutes total.
Which is nothing.
It's an eternity in TV, but it's nothing for a complex topic.
Yeah.
If you try to be nuanced on CNN, you'll get cut off before you make your point.
So you have to adjust.
You have to speak in bullet points. The medium dictates the structure of your answers.
And finally, the fifth M, measurement.
How do we know it worked? This is the one everyone forgets.
Really?
Oh, yeah. They do the interview, they high-five their PR person, and they go home. But did it actually move the needle on anything?
So what are we measuring exactly?
It depends on the mission. Did stock prices go up? Did brand sentiment improve on social media? Did you get the donation you were looking for? Did your website traffic spike right after the segment aired?
You have to define success before you start.
Otherwise, you're just guessing. You need to know if the return on investment was positive. Otherwise, why do it again?
So, mission, money, message, media, measurement. That's the framework. But there's another part of preparation that the Throughline group highlights, which I think is just super cool. It's the idea of interviewing the interviewer.